Hello everybody, my name is Starraptor, and welcome to my comic book review for Snotgirl #1. So this is brought to us by Image Comics, and it is written by Brian Lee O'Malley, and the artist on this is Leslie Hung. So, as you might have guessed it, this is about a girl that has a snotty nose, and breaking it down even further into a more of a plot overview of what this singular issue is about, is there's this girl, this snot girl, her name is Lottie Person, and she's a blogger, a fashion blogger that lives in Los Angeles, and it's really a story about first world problems, to be honest with you. It's not about superheroes or, supernatural or anything like that. It just follows a girl in her, everyday life as a fashion blogger, and as mundane as that sounds, it is, as ordinary as that might sound, it's actually a really fun ride. We find out that this girl, she's like really popular, and there's all these different things like Twitter and, Snapchat and all these kind of things are discussed in this. And she's trying to be the best person in Los Angeles, so she has other, arch enemy kind of bloggers out there that she's trying to thwart and get above in the popularity and everything like that. But what people don't see is her other self, where whenever she's not blogging, she's like this disgusting girl at home that's just like snot coming out of her nose and just not looking very pretty when she's not wanting to be, and she has this stigma where it's like, I can't ever let anyone see that other side of me. And one day she actually discovers, while she's getting her her coffee that these basic girls always get all the time, she's gonna get this coffee, and this other girl is getting the same coffee, and they become basically best friends. So then, like, the other half of this issue is basically her and this character Caroline that are she's getting introduced to what she does over there. They go to a bar and stuff, and yeah, it's basically, without giving too much away, it's a nice, refreshing take on something new in comics that I really enjoyed. So breaking down into the things I really liked, first off was the artwork by Brian Lee O'Malley. It really pops. It's got this great simplistic but yet visually separate kind of art style. It's very vibrant. The colors are all bright. I really like it, how it stood out. And the way that the storytelling is done with, the dialogue is very interesting. Like, they have, like, the cell phones, the messages going from there, and they have, pictures, and just the way it's all formatted in general. The panels, like, stuff is kind of popping out of the panels. I really like the design for sure. And that leads me, into the unique storytelling, again, through all these different kind of mediums, the different internet things and all that stuff is just really, really interesting, and it feels very, very new and innovative. And it's really funny because this entire, and I mentioned before, it's like, this is like first world problems. I like the entire issue gives that vibe of like a satire on like this, the millennials, basically. It's like, oh, these people are having such a tough life out there blogging. It's like, oh god, they're talking about this and that, and it's like, are these people really serious? That's where the humor, which is great in this, that's where the humor comes along, and it just really hits you like, oh, this is just hilarious. How they're worrying about little petty things like this. Lottie Person is just, over-exaggerating everything, and I think she's just a great character because, there's a lot of narration of her, what's going on with her, and interactions with these other characters, and how she thinks of them is just, it's just freaking great, in my opinion. I couldn't put this thing down just reading straight through it. And basically, yeah, I can't really think of anything I didn't really like about this comic, other than, like, it's not perfect. There's some panels that I had to take a couple seconds to really figure out what exactly is going on in this panel. But that was really far and few between. So I'm going to give Snotgirl #1 a score of a 9.5 out of 10. I absolutely love this comic. And I now understand why it was so hard for me to get this thing, because I had to get the second printing. I think this came out in July, so I finally got the second printing in August. And just the way that this leads off into issue #2, it totally goes into left field with the cliffhanger here, guys. I'm not going to talk about it. Just when you think things are pretty normal, it goes off in a completely other direction. But yes, I'm probably going to add this to my pull list I really enjoyed it. Pick it up. Snotgirl, #1. Loved it. Thanks for watching, guys. What'd you think? Let me know in the comment section below if you've read any of, Snotgirl 1 or 2 yet. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Did you enjoy this video? Then make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up symbol. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribing to my channel will help me out, and it helps you guys out, keeping up to speed on all my latest content. Speaking of which, you can catch my weekly Star Wars show down over there. You can see a recent review I've done over there, and you can follow me on social media, Twitter @StarRaptor, as well as Facebook.com/StarRaptor.